On the last episode of the Bog Grog, our party found the kobolds in the secret cellar, and after one Kool-Aid Man maneuver, they managed to get in and clear them out for good. Now all that's left is to find the mad chef that put all this into motion and put a stop to his vile recipes.
Alright. So you guys all rest, mostly heal up. Cub's still looking a little ragged, but otherwise fine, and I think the rest of you guys are full. And towards the end of it, I assume you're all napping and just kind of doing your own thing?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. Make a perception check, like right at the end of it. You guys have been hanging for a bit.
All of us?
Yeah. Well, Cub, gosh. Okay, so Cub, Oz, and Garrett, you guys see, you're kind of hanging, and you can't really react, but you actually see the frying pan pop back up again. It kind of pushes the shelf out of the way, which actually moves really easily. It might be on runners or something, and it grabs both bodies and just zoops away down the passageway at way faster speeds than you thought it could move.
Passageway behind this shelf thing?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yep. It grabbed the corpses.
Do you think it's gonna eat them?
I think it might cook them.
I wasn't going to.
Well, I wouldn't cook them.
I wouldn't eat them.
Eat what?
Eat what? Oh, Malthus, the pan. It's here again, by the way.
Yeah. Probably about time that we should, follow it.
Do you want me to sneak ahead again?
Probably. I mean, you're the most effective.
Definitely the most stealthy of us.
Yeah, if the other two try, they're going to get stuck.
At this point, I'm just going to reveal the passage it went through because the shelf has been moved out of the way. But there is, I guess I forgot to open that part of it up, but it is a long kind of twisting passageway with these really giant pillars that, Garrett, you know enough about the city archaeologically to know that these are the pillars that kind of hold the whole city up, because it's just layers. It's like a giant layer cake of a city just built on top of itself. As the older districts get older, fall into disrepair, they just shutter them, kind of seal them up, put in these giant pillars to hold up the next section, and then just build on top of that. And so you have come across two of them, in fact, that are holding up whatever big building was next to the inn.
Okay. I am going to say to Malthus, because he seems to be the person who A, pays the most attention, and B, understands things the best. No offense.
Doesn't execute. Doesn't execute always perfectly, but tends.
No. He seems to understand. So I'm gonna approach Malthus, and I'm gonna say, all right, I'll sneak ahead. You guys follow behind and try and be quiet, but don't get too close because I don't want them to know I'm coming. Okay.
Okay, make a stealth check, and we'll just be off. I'll reveal sections as you move up, and describe them as you go. Okay.
Oof.
Well, yeah. So you enter the, I guess I'm going to call them the bones of the city. And inside you have these two giant pillars that you can see. I mean, it maybe goes like 10 feet up. These are actually just the tops of the pillars.
Okay.
But you know that if you went down, there would be, these go for like hundreds of feet. Otherwise, the room is unremarkable. It seems like there might have been something that would have been here, but is not anymore. Okay. The next room that
I'm
you
just
see...
going to continue to sneak forward.
Yep. The next room you see is... so I didn't have time to draw it all, and it would have been kind of a waste of my time. But it looks kind of like an encampment. There is boxes and barrels and ingredients and kind of like a nicer looking bedroll. A spice rack, and just a bunch of stuff that very clearly would be used for cooking. And you see some like big recipe books and stuff. And you also can hear fairly clearly there is someone chanting further on, but you cannot see them yet.
Have any of my friends sort of stuck their head through the hole yet?
We would have at this point.
Follow at a very far distance.
So I'm going to like mime a shush, but like motion that they should come forward, and I'm going to continue into that camp, just trying to be quiet and make sure that I don't accidentally run into any traps or anything,
Okay.
and just move down to like here.
Yep.
Yeah, I will follow slowly.
So you're going to continue
There's
on,
a-
or are you going to pay more attention in the room?
I've been attacked by an inanimate object recently, so I'm gonna like stop in the middle of the camp and just have a really good look to see if there's anything
Okay.
like that wiggles, because I'm scared.
Yeah, I guess that's an investigation check.
Okay.
So you see a row of jars with slimes in them, but they all look contained. Many of them look kind of dormant. You're not really sure why.
Okay. I'm going to like motion the rest of my party forward and like point around at the things. And I'm just going to get a little bit further down the corridor, down this
Okay.
way.
Let me do the ruler.
And just so I can
Oh yeah,
see
you
what's
definitely
going on.
you definitely can spy him now. He's not paying attention to you, but you've spotted this guy. You just barely see him. And he's got his frying pan, which he's holding in his hand. You have found the green man, and he, using the frying pan, is flinging the kobold bodies into something that you can't see very well. There's a big shape just beyond him.
Okay. I'm gonna like hold up my hand to suggest that my party stop so that they don't get too close and make noise, and then I'm gonna like just tiptoe back towards them a little bit, and
they're right behind you, so
yeah, they've come up right behind me.
everybody makes stealth checks, by the way. Some of you are a lot janglier than the others.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not my strong suit.
Okay,
Oh.
so Malthus,
Oh,
Malthus sounds like a one-man band as he walks.
Well, he's got a bell
mainly
for
because
a
he's
weapon,
carrying around
so-
a bell. Like
Mhm.
I was
Malthus's
just
weapon
gonna
of choice
say
is
that.
a giant metal bell, and so he's just
Probably
ringing away
should-
like it's Christmas.
Should probably have a -2 on stealth for that reason. Like, genuinely.
I wasn't gonna say it, but he has disadvantage on stealth checks. Anyway. So the green man turns because he hears you. It's, you know, whatever he's working on is actually kind of loud. It's very rumbly and blah, and it sounds like rushing water, but not really. But you see the two kobold corpses, because I guess this guy was there too, that was just hidden by fog of war. But he like throws them backwards and disappears from view. And he's gonna be like, "Who's there? What are you doing in my laboratory?"
Vegetable man. So he's
I-
to be clear, he's just talking in our general direction. He's not talking to us because he doesn't.
No, well, yeah, he knows there's somebody there. His
Yeah, he knows.
Well, I don't know what his dark vision is actually.
The second he starts speaking, I am like running away.
Okay.
To hide behind something in the camp.
So if you guys can see him, he can see you. He's got just as good a vision as you do.
Okay.
Okay, so you're running? You're gonna back off?
You're running?
I'm heading back into the camp and trying to like be out of this guy's vision so I can hide somewhere, because I'm not a fighter.
Uh-huh.
It's the guy who
I
just
mean,
murdered
you say
our
that,
entire.
and yet
Mhm.
yeah, I was just gonna say that.
I'm not a fighter. So yeah, I'm falling back
You
into the camp and hiding behind like a tent or a rack or something. I'm not a fighter.
You're not a
It's
fighter,
fair,
but
but-
you'll fight when you need to. That's the
Yeah.
very
Okay.
good.
in the event
Of
of.
So
Yeah.
So
You're like
so
Yoda,
Garrett
essentially.
Garrett has bravely run away. The rest of you, what
I'm
are you
going
guys doing?
to-
You fall in suit, or
I'm gonna try to be a bit diplomatic and say
okay?
We were sent by the barkeep to the Green Man, but I'm gonna keep a distance, like around, I guess here.
Okay, so as you get a little closer, you can see just a little bit of the thing. If it actually works for me today, the reveal areas button is bad. There you go. You can see just a little bit of the thing.
Oh no.
And so the chef is the chef, because you can tell right now that this man is a chef. He's wearing a chef coat, and even his like weird blob hair kind of looks like one of those chef hats that's just consumed part of his face. You don't really know who or what this man is, but you very clearly have found the Green Man and the pan, and he is in a room just filled with bones and detritus and boxes of ingredients and a lot of other things, and it looks like he's cooking ? And he turns to look at you, and he doesn't actually seem particularly threatened. He almost seems like clinically disinterested in you, and he's like, "Did you bring my ingredients?"
I'm gonna whisper to Cub and say, should we lie to him and say we have it and get a better understanding?
I talk in my normal voice and say, "Oh, big time."
I forgot about that.
Oh, big time. I mean, he doesn't know what I'm saying it to.
What if he thinks that's the response to the ingredients?
I think that's exactly what happens.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
even better.
"Oh, thank you.
Better.
Thank you. Blobhuna is getting hungry, and I can, well, these kobolds are, well, they were a morsel, but I need more. I need more. Bring it here. Bring it quick."
Cub looks confused because he doesn't think that it's in response to what he said. He does. He just looks around. He looks to Malthus and said, "Did you have it?"
We passed the bluff. What now?
Yeah. What? What now?
But you said that in full volume, of course, because apparently that's your one volume. I say we approach cautiously.
Okay. He's looking at you. He's very, very invested in you bringing ingredients, and when you come within range and clearly do not have, Madi, are you okay? I was just confused about how you were off grid for a second there, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. Anyway, when he realizes that you don't have him on hand, he starts freaking out a little bit. He's like, where are the ingredients? I thought you said you were bringing the ingredients. Where are they? I need them.
I wave at the frying pan.
Yeah, I say, what were the ingredients you needed? I just say that I still not even fully understanding that I was
ingredients. The time for following a proper recipe is long past. I just need more. I need more soon.
It's like anything. Like more of anything?
Anything.
I do have some of that, I suppose. Let's see. What do I have? Let me even see. I'm curious. Let's see here. I hold up a tinderbox. I say, "Is this fine?"
No, ingredients, not rubbish. And I take rubbish, but edible rubbish. That's nothing. That won't sate its hunger.
Okay. I take out one of my rations. I say, "Is this ingredients?"
Yes, but I need an order of magnitude far greater than that.
I pull out a second ration.
Far greater.
As much?
And
I mean, you know, I look to Oz and Malthus. I say, I can't be the only one to give up lunch. Guys,
right?
What
you
the hell
guys are close enough to
reveal. I didn't find a single muffin with my lighter.
Yeah. By the way, your lighter has been pointing at this thing this entire time.
He's a muffin.
Gotcha.
You get the distinct feeling it has consumed many a muffin.
Now I'm annoyed.
Not fair.
Okay. So he's
I mean,
actually freaking out a little bit, and as he's freaking out, you notice that like the creature behind him is starting to wriggle, and it's like reaching out with some pseudopods, and it's like swinging around, and you notice that the warlock the chef, there we go, I mean he's both, that he has like magical
Warlock.
wards that are holding it back, but not very well.
Hmm.
I mean, we could go get more.
I, as somebody who has consumed the slime,
Yeah.
and not really the biggest fan of that whole situation. Although I guess I was I was fine through it.
I was.
I would
trying
prefer
to
not
give
to.
us some time to regroup.
Mhm.
My plan isn't directly to feed this thing.
I asked the Schwarlock, the Schwarmlock,
The chef lock.
why are you feeding this thing anyways?
It is my, well, I would say a feast for the whole city, a grand experiment to see, just how big of a dish I could serve up. And, well, I think I've outdone myself quite literally. It's wildly beyond my control at this point. I need those ingredients.
So you're implying that you're going to feed this to everyone?
Well, I mean,
Or are you going to feed everyone?
The other way
to-
around.
Feed everyone to it.
Now
A
that
feast for the city.
that is an idea. So everybody make dexterity checks, and also roll for
Saving throws or
initiative.
checks.
Saving throws.
Gotcha.
What about me? I'm all the way back up this
You
corridor.
are nowhere close. All right. So
Dex and initiative, you said?
So Cub and Oz, you guys are hit by the warlock brings his frying pan to bear, points it at you, and just a mass of their tongues, they're like weird eldritch tongues, just burst out of the thing and grab you, and they're gonna start pulling you in. Obviously, you're gonna get strength checks, but it's initiative time.
Okay. And because it's physical, I'm assuming it
Oh.
doesn't count as magic, right?
Yeah, it's not magic. It is full physical. I need
Gotcha.
to pull up this guy's stat block.
Strength saving throw also, is that what you said?
You'll be doing it on your turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does it affect our initiative at all?
No. But it does
Gotcha.
affect your movement. You're going to be slow.
I tried to roll initiative. It says you attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of the
Select
selected
your
token,
character
but
token.
no token.
You gotta have your
And then
character
hit the
token
roll.
selected to roll initiative.
I did not know that. Oh, okay.
I am hitting the initiative button and nothing is happening. Do I have to reload the page real quick?
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly.
I
you
can
have your
also hit it
character
for
selected?
you if you absolutely need me to.
I do have my own character selected.
It's a little funky. I love Roll20, but it's also not great.
Okay, we're back. Then I just have to open my character sheet again and pop out. Whoop. Now let's try this again. Hey, we did it.
21. Blackjack.
Okay. Let's see. What is this guy's initiative?
Can it be 0?
21. Okay.
holy moly.
Descent. Okay, so he goes first. He does the tongue thing, and guess he's mostly busy with that. What can Warlock do? Unfortunately, like I said, this is the only character I don't have properly set. What can he do? It's very food related stuff.
Warlock.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend he's not a warlock for now, and I'll make him later. So he can do, I guess he's gonna do hold person on one of you guys and freeze you in place, so he can drag you in comfortably. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'd probably say Malthus looks the most dangerous. So make a wisdom savings throw. Okay, so Malthus,
Oh dear.
you are paralyzed. At the end of each of your turns, you have to make a wisdom savings throw to unparalyze yourself.
And that means no actions during my turn. Right?
Correct. The one thing I will say is this is a spell that requires concentration. So if any of you guys hit him, he is going to have to withstand the hit to remain concentrated. Okay. So let me pull up that initiative order because I have lost it. And Oz, it is your turn. You have seen Malthus has frozen up hard and cannot move.
And what all is imposed on me with the tentacles?
So you are slow. Well, okay. Mainly, you have to make a strength check to walk away from the warlock, the cheflock, the Schwarmalock.
Okay.
I don't know. My chat's been throwing out names for him.
Is there any functionality if I want to either stay in place or move forward?
It's a strength check to stay. But if you want to walk towards him, you get I'd say a speed boost, but you can effectively end up right next to him if you wanted to.
Okay. Let me think real quick.
Help me, Oz. No way.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to check what all I have. And he's carrying the pan, right? Or is it?
Yeah,
just next
he's
to him?
holding it out in front of him. Though it seems like the
Gotcha.
pan is really doing most of the work.
Gotcha.
Help me,
gotcha.
Otzi1. You're my only hope.
Okay, then. So let's go for something fancy. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Arcane Weapon on my. Should I use the quarterstaff or the spear? Oh, I don't have the quarterstaff in under weapons for attacking. I would have to look that up real quick. Sure, we'll use the quarterstaff. Do you know offhand what the damage dice is on a quarterstaff?
It's a
I'm
die
assuming
6.
it's strength. Cool. 1d6. And it's bludgeoning?
Yep.
Okay. So
Quarterstaffs,
first off, though.
quarterstaffs are versatile, so you can actually wield them in two hands if you don't have a shield, and their damage dice goes up by
so
1.
they're like the one hand, two hand of the spear. I don't think I brought a shield. So I guess I'm gonna two-hand it. So first off, I'm casting the Arcane Weapon. I can hit cast spell, and I think it'll show up here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pick. Let's just pick thunder damage. for
Okay.
funsies. So until the spell ends, it is concentration, so I'll also have to check that if I take damage. But it lasts for up to 1 hour. And if I ever hit with my quarterstaff or spear, or no, I guess I'm casting specifically on the quarterstaff, I'll get 1d6 of the extra damage type. So I guess I'm just going to run at him and try to hit him with the quarterstaff.
All right.
And I think I'm going to do the two-handed because I don't have any other weapons on me.
Give me
So
one
let me
second.
just-
Roll
sorry,
20 is
put that
freaking out, so I got to refresh the page. And okay,
No worries.
it's fine. All right, so you're hitting him.
Yeah,
Did you
I'm just
roll
putting
already, or-
in the... No,
got it.
I was putting in the two-handed version of this real quick because I only put in the one-handed. And it's still strength. Let's just try it. Boop. I rolled a 14.
Let's see. That does actually hit him.
Okay, and then I'm also going to have to roll an extra d6 for the thunder damage.
Yep.
Can I just use this? 4. So it's a total of 7 damage, 4 of which is thunder.
Okay, so Lawlesh, help me out here. Concentration is they have to roll a Constitution savings throw DC equal to 10 or half
10
the damage they take, whichever is higher.
Correct.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay, so he is going to have to roll a 10. Okay, he barely succeeds, but you do sock him one, and he looks peeved more than hurt.
Gotcha.
Those 7 damage.
Right.
Okay, Garrett, it is your turn.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask. Can I still make a strength check to like try to throw the tentacles off at the end, or would that take a full action?
That's just to resist being pulled in. At this point, it is full on starting to grapple you because you're right next to it.
Gotcha.
You're gonna start taking DOT.
But if I roll to try to break free of it, it would be in full action.
Yeah, that would be a full action.
Okay.
I am going to notice that my friends are wrapped up in tentacly things, and that this wall. So I'm going to walk down here, and I'm going to fling a dagger around this corner at the warlock and shout, "Let go of my friend!" And see if I can sneak attack him with a thrown dagger, leaving me with 1 dagger remaining.
Okay.
We're hitting with 17.
Yep, that hits him. Does not crit though, but it does hit him pretty bad.
For 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's more damage than I've done in total at this point, I think.
Rogues are
man.
nasty.
And I've moved 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's still standing, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to slip past Cub and get down here and just offhand poke him for, like...
Yeah, I guess you can make that distance.
It's like my maximum movement range, but yeah.
Okay,
you
miss.
9, I'm guessing, misses.
Yeah.
See, I don't always hit.
What happened?
Cub, what are you going to do? Next to you,
Is it my
Malthus
turn?
is
Oh,
frozen
yeah.
up and is being dragged in. The other two have dived in. You notice that the tongues are starting to like wrap around Oz,
Okay.
and the warlock and his slime are right there.
Is there...
I
What?
guess I will say one last thing. You hitting with that pushed him back 1.
Oh.
Gotcha.
But he
Oh, do I
reels
disrupt-
backwards from the assault.
Do I
Does
disrupt
that
his
drag me
concentration?
with it?
Oh, right. He has to roll. Yes. But like not much.
All right.
Okay. He is very much still concentrating.
Damn it, I tried. I tried to save you.
All right. Is there a... Can I throw a javelin at him? Like, because there's clearly a lot of people in my way. I have concerns
Yes.
about that.
Yeah, you
I still
can.
can?
There's enough distance because you're not throwing it to melee. He's been knocked back.
Okay. So, all right. So from this distance without moving, I can throw it at him without any kind of disadvantage because of the
Yeah,
party
correct.
members? Okay. All right.
Or
I'm going to do... Yeah.
Any threatening
that?
to hit us?
So you're throwing the javelin, or like the javelin, or
Or-
do you have other javelins?
I have 4 other javelins. I guess. Well, I mean, could I have, like, I don't know. I should have inspected it prior, probably. So I guess I'll just throw a regular javelin for now. I'll inspect the other javelin later. I was too busy napping in the bedroll. So.
I mean, all anybody knows about it is that it looks like a lightning bolt.
It has a lightning bolt on it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You do manage to stick him for a decent chunk of damage.
It's pretty. It's a pretty good
Yeah,
hit.
that's a good hit from a javelin. I think that's better than your club. Yeah, wow.
It did better than my club for sure.
Yeah. All right.
And then I'll move forward just a little bit.
Okay. So he is not having a good time here. And his creature is wobbling aggressively. Malthus, you are dragged up. I guess at this point it is you're like fully ensconced in frying pan. Make a will save.
Oh no, he's
The
gonna
end
get
of
cooked.
your turn. Don't get cooked.
Sorry, a wisdom save, right? Is what you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'll take
you break free. You are no longer held, and you are free to do something. That said, you are quite entangled. You cannot move, and it looks like he's fixing to throw you in.
All right. Sorry, I'm entangled by the frying pan, correct?
Yes, which is
Okay.
bafflingly strong compared to what you were expecting it would be.
So I'm debating whether or not just flail around with Toll of the Dead at the frying pan, or alternatively just casting False Life to potentially do some like temporary hit points. But I think I think what I will do is I'm going to try to break free when, assuming I can cast Toll of the Dead here.
It is
I
so
will
breaking
attack.
free is a full action, and is a strength save.
Okay, I will try to break free. Yeah.
Okay, make a strength save. You do not succeed.
Oh.
It is it's a strength save with disadvantage. This thing is very sticky. I would clarify, but I was waiting for it to happen.
No, that's all good.
By the way, rolling subsequent rolls close together, for whatever reason uses the same roll. I don't know if you actually rolled twice there, if that's just my client freaking out a bit. But
I did a wisdom and a
subsequent...
strength.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a different roll.
Yeah, it is a different roll. You're right. It just rolled the same thing. Weird. Because I know sometimes earlier when I rolled the 2 19s, it was like the same roll, and it's like I'm pretty sure it just freaked out a bit. Anyway, so you were struggling, but you do not break out. And you know what? It's his turn. You've broken his concentration. He is just going to heave you in. Which it's probably good enough. So you've been tossed into this thing's mouth. You are not dead, but it is quite bad in here.
I love it.
We'll get to that when it's your turn.
Oh no.
And it is let's see, it's Oz's turn.
Hi, Jonas.
Okay. Let me see. Is there anything else in the room with us?
So mostly just boxes and barrels and ingredients. You could maybe search it. There might be stuff in here. It definitely seems like there's an amount of leftover stuff from people, but you can't immediately tell.
Okay. What's like a very obvious and available object that would weigh between 1 and 5 pounds?
I mean, you definitely can see like a breastplate that's just kind of hanging out.
Would that be less than 5 pounds?
Half of it, or a helmet. There's a couple of there's stuff.
Yeah, if there's just a helmet, can I get something that's in like a horizontal line between him and the pan and try to cast catapult to like fling something at him?
I see. You could. The helmet is within 10 feet of you, so you could go 10 feet, then come back, and then catapult.
Gotcha. So I have to be close to the object to use catapult?
Maybe?
No. I have a catapult has a range of 60 feet.
Yeah, but you wanted the line, which is kind of my point.
Gotcha. Yeah, so then I guess I'd try to do that. So I'd probably move to like here, and I'd try to catapult this, I guess, helmet straight through both of them. And I don't know if you want to count the pan as having a separate saving throw for that, or just him.
No, at this point it's a wielded weapon. It's not really something that you're trying to attack.
Gotcha.
So you're just trying to hit him with a catapulted helmet.
Yes, he's got to make a dex saving throw, which I think is against my spell DC, which is 13.
There you go. He fails.
He's gonna take. What is this? Damage. Where's damage? On a failed save, he takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Oof. Oof.
Oh
Okay.
my god, how? No.
Well, so you clip him and he spins and he steps backwards one step further towards the slime, which I am now going to add
Okay.
to the turn order. It's slow as shit. It doesn't have initiative. It is just always last.
Gotcha.
It's even better initiative than my 1. That's good. That's good.
It's true. You did it.
And I guess, yeah, that takes a full action, so that's probably the end of my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
So,
Oh, the slime's gonna eat me.
yeah, let's see. So that's Oz's turn. Garrett, it is your turn.
All right. Can I see Malthus?
Yes. Yeah, the slime is quite transparent, and it is currently like kind of gumming on Malthus.
Okay. I want to, and I don't know if you'll let me do this, but I want to do this. I want to quickly tie a rope. I have a 50-foot rope in my backpack around the hilt of my dagger. And then I want to use that. I want to throw that in such a way that it lands near Malthus so that he can grab hold of the rope and I can get Cub to help me pull him out.
Yeah, so at this point the slime is big enough that you're pretty, unless you roll like a nat 1, you're pretty much safe from hitting Malthus.
Okay. So can I give that a whirl?
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
All right, so this
It's
is
not
my
Marty rolling it.
when I throw this dagger, I am throwing away my last weapon. I'm just like making that clear.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
you hit Malthus. Malthus,
Oh man.
you have been hit for 7 damage. On the plus side, you now have a lifeline.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah,
have
you
two,
daggers in, and we pull it while it's inside him.
Oh, no.
2 current HP.
I aimed too well. And yeah, so
But-
then I'm going to say to Cub, "Quick, help me pull Malthus out," and like pass the rope towards him.
I definitely, yes, I do help. I am in a little bit of shock for seeing the execution of how.
But
it
you're not
happened,
actually
but
that surprised.
I'm not surprised because of how the day's been going, but I am surprised at how quickly Garrett was just like, "All right, let's pull him in with," and I just help.
All right.
I mean, well, I
So
guess
so-
I don't know. If
stuck in
that's,
So
a
Cub,
wall.
make a strength check with advantage on your next roll. Because you're being
On my-
assisted.
all
Yeah,
right.
so I guess it's your turn.
Okay, so just do a unskilled strength check.
Yeah,
Athletics?
let's go with strength save. Full on strength save.
Strength save. Okay, not athletics. Okay,
Nah.
I'm good at athletics.
You know what? Tug of war is
You
athletics.
probably-
So, what is your athletics bonus?
4.
Okay. So, yeah, you do manage to pull Malthus out of this thing's mouth. It hadn't really started chewing yet. So he just kind of slides along the ground out of its mouth.
Good thing it's
And,
slimy because I
he
don't have
looks-
much HP.
He looks pretty worse for the wear, but he's not in this thing's mouth anymore, which is, like, probably the preferred place to be. Dagger aside.
Yeah.
And
And then-
I'm going to like apologize profusely while he's being dragged toward me. I'm sorry, Malthus. I'll give you a potion. I promise. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm really, really
Malthus-
sorry.
You have been stab saved.
Stabs.
Mission failed successfully again.
Staved.
Yeah. So I
Here, is it okay if I wanted to move up one as well after
Yeah.
I did that? Is that
Now,
okay?
I will say, Cub, you had a healing potion, yeah?
don't know
I have
if
one
I
as
got one of
well.
them or not.
Okay.
No, he got the
No,
goggles,
yeah,
I think.
Right.
I
Yeah.
got the goggles. I don't think I got a potion.
Okay, because if you
Is
had
a
one, you
healing
could have just
potion, is
dumped it
it-
on Malthus. But
Yeah, I didn't write it down if
Malthus.
I got one. I didn't think I did.
Yep.
Yeah, are healing potions, they're not temporary HP, right?
No,
They're
it's full proper healing. It costs a bonus action to drink one.
Okay, so I can drink and move, or move and
Yeah,
drink?
you can drink, move, and do something.
Okay, I got you. Well, the way that this is going, you guys ever watch Kung Fu Hustle by chance? This is totally off topic.
Yeah.
And there's like one scene in there where they're trying to attack the old lady landlord, and Stephen Chow gets like snakes thrown on him, stabbed in the shoulders, stung by bitten by the snakes, and like then runs off. That's how I feel right now, that like I'm gonna like run over here, and
Fair.
I'm gonna use my healing potion, which
Fair.
is 2d4 plus 2.
Correct.
Sorry, Jonas.
That doesn't
Really
cover
afraid
the
of you now.
damage.
Sorry,
It does,
Well,
sorry,
that
doesn't
plus
make the hit
two.
points go up.
Actually, that should perfectly
No,
cover,
it's-
shouldn't it?
oh
2d4
yeah, plus 2.
2,
That's
so that's
right.
7.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm back up to 9 HP. Okay. And I guess I no longer have line of sight here. Okay.
I mean, you could. You can peek around the corner. You have plenty of movement left.
okay. So I can use my cantrip, right?
Yeah.
At this point?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do that. I'll use my cantrip, Toll the Dead. And I will attack I guess the Shorelock and the slime.
Okay. So that's a wisdom save on both of their parts. Okay.
Oh, I did that wrong. I'm
Plus
sorry.
1. And
Not
then
that one.
so the warlock does not hear the bell. And the slime hears the bell. Roll 1 to 8. Okay. The warlock is unfortunately going to get a bit of a taste of his own medicine, as the slime is actually going to start grappling him. So he's going to make a strength check. And he does not care. He walks towards you
Wow.
menacingly, frying pan
Oh no!
at the ready.
How many
That's 2 nat 20s in a row. Marty, I've taken your luck.
Oh my
What?
god!
I never had any. Don't look at
The
me.
reverse.
Well, before you even started.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right. And gosh. He's gonna try and re-grapple Cub and Garrett. So you guys make dexterity checks.
Ah!
And then a
Dexterity
will
save, yeah.
save on Cub's side.
Will
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. So Garrett, you
Where's our
get
will save?
tongued,
never mind.
and then Cub will save? Or wisdom, sorry.
Where's the- Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's will save is the old wisdom.
Oh.
Okay, so Cub, you are frozen solid.
Okay, that's fine.
Cast whole person on you. Oz,
I needed a nap.
what do you do?
Oh boy, what do I do? I'm out of spell slots now. I only have 2 at first level. Let me see. If I were to use poison spray, would the area of effect to hit both the warlock and the slime?
Correct. Though, I will say poison does not affect this thing. It does not care.
Gotcha. So it would still probably affect Mr. Warlock, though.
Yes.
Warlock.
I think I'm just gonna go back to my Magic Stone strats. So I'm gonna cast
Okay.
Magic Stone, gives me 3 of those, and then I'm gonna make an attack with one of them, just on the Warlock himself.
Okay. Roll to hit. Roll damage.
Boop.
All right. Oh, you smack him good. All right. He, unfortunately, despite his mighty walk, he steps back again. Puts him very much in
should
pseudopod
really-
range.
You should really
Garrett.
stumble in a different direction.
It is your turn.
Does he have to roll what's it
Yeah,
called?
so he's going to need to make a strength save.
No. I was gonna say, did I
Concentration.
roll for concentration?
Oh, you're right. I forgot. He recast on somebody. But
On Cub?
It was on Cub, yeah.
well,
Dang
he
it.
barely succeeds. Oh no, he
One
doesn't.
day.
I added a 3. It's supposed to be a 2. So Cub, you're fine again.
Yay! Oh,
Nice.
no.
Garrett, is your turn.
Nap over.
Well, I have a dagger that is at my feet now that used to be in Malthus.
Yep.
Does it get necro damage now?
So none of my friends are next to anything, which makes me not be able to do sneak attack, which is very frustrating. I am going to fall back around this corner and like hide up against this wall here. And while I'm there, I'm going to say, "Sorry, I'm really sorry, Malthus. Do you need another potion?" And then I'm going to hide so that I can try and throw something next turn. So I'm just going to attempt to hide in the shadows back there.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you have hidden
Easy.
yourself. Yeah, it is Cub.
Yeah, hidden, and asked if Malthus needs another potion because
Oh,
I feel
think he's
bad
full
for
health.
stabbing him.
Yeah, surprisingly,
I'm
none of
near-
you guys are very injured. The chef is not exactly a damaged man. It's really the thing behind him that's scary.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Garrett. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I had a healing potion, so you hang on to yours for now.
Aw. Oh,
But
that's nice.
I love you and I appreciate it. You saving me, no matter how you did it.
Saving you.
I help.
You can
I say.
see Garrett. You can see on Garrett's face as he's like melting into the shadows of the wall. There, you can see he feels guilty, like really bad about throwing a dagger at you.
We shall refer to that as the stab save event going
Okay.
forward.
All right.
All right.
Since it has been the most effective, I don't have to make any save or anything.
You're gonna
right
have to
now,
make
right?
a strength. You are still entangled.
At
You're
the end.
you're not
or
frozen.
Beginning.
Beginning.
Okay.
Okay, the tentacles just do not drag you. You are too big.
I'm too big. All right. I'm gonna throw another javelin. It worked well last time.
Okay. You
Why
get him
change a good
again.
thing?
It good.
Wow.
He looking bad.
The Schwarlock, to be clear. Schwarlock.
I was
Yep.
I was just gonna ask who you attacked. Yeah.
And Malthus.
Rinse, repeat.
You are feeling fresh. You are feeling good. He is
Yeah, I'm
teetering
gonna-
on the edge.
I am going to come right here, and just because I haven't used it yet, I kind of want to. I'm going to use Ray of Sickness
Okay.
on the Shorelock here.
Okay.
It is a 2d8 poison damage, and they need to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it is also poisoned until the end of the next turn.
Okay. Do you know the DC?
No.
It's
Lawlesh?
What's your
what's your casting on cleric?
Wisdom.
Is it
What's your wisdom modifier?
Oh, sorry, wrong.
So,
Mod is 2.
okay, so I want to check
Your
something in the
wisdom
spell
mod's 2,
book.
so it's a
You
12.
can actually see here under spell dashboard and spell slots, it actually says what the DC is for you. I believe. Is it only 12?
Yeah. It's
Oh, I see. Okay.
Proficiency plus whatever stat for spellcasting. Or 8
Oh, no,
plus
so
proficiency
that'd be-
plus spellcasting.
Yeah, so it should be
8, yeah.
14.
8 plus 2 plus. Well,
No,
should
8,
it be?
8
No,
plus
8 plus 2
8
plus 2.
Oh, 8 plus 2. I forgot it starts at 8. Okay. So yeah, he shrugs it off. Does he completely avoid it or does he take half?
Pretty sure it's half damage on Ray of Sickness. I can
I'm
check.
looking it up. Oh, I see. So no matter what they take. So So Jonas, hit the wisdom save button. Okay, you miss. Because what you have to do is make a ranged spell attack against the target, and then if you hit, they take the damage. And then if they fail the constitution saving, so they're poisoned. Unfortunately, you just miss.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
All right. And the big blob is going to once again try and drag him in, which means he needs to make a strength save, and he fails. So the giant slime pet that he's created kind of grabs him and sucks him in and then descends.
All that damage we did for nothing. He was just going to take him away for us.
So we could just amscray.
He just flushes.
All right.
I wish the
Good
chef
job, boys.
lock a wonderful departure to the afterlife.
See, I'm more slime half full, and I count that as a win.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. Good job, guys.
Can't believe
I peeked. Wait, so is this a hole?
Yeah, it is a hole.
Okay,
There's
it's a hole.
something down there, like a whole chamber passage. If Lalesh gets over, he would just recognize it as the flooded parts of the city from the Great Flood of whenever.
Oh.
The whole city flooded, and they just said whatever and built over it.
We don't want to go down there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I start walking back.
Yeah, I did.
Tom, where are you going?
Oh,
What?
you said you didn't want to go back. You said we didn't want to go down there.
Well, we don't. But, like,
Okay.
what are we going to do about the big green scary... Well, we should... Oh, I wonder... I saw some slimes in the camp. We should have a look at the camp.
We also
lie.
still have to give an update to our barkeep at some point.
It's true. Also, to be clear, is it like is it completely flooded up to the hole, or is that like the water?
So
just,
you would need to have some kind of underwater breathing, swimming,
Yeah.
or some ability to drain this area to get down there.
Gotcha.
Nope.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody has
anything that I can
water
do.
breathing.
Make a perception check.
All right.
Everybody?
Oh,
Or just come?
somebody else. Somebody else did too.
Is it everybody?
Yeah. Anybody that was looking into the pool, which was every single one of you. So, Oz, you do notice that there is a lockbox in the water, kind of at the bottom, that is within swimming range.
How? Oh, within swimming range.
Yeah.
Would I need a check to go get it, or would it?
It would be an
just
athletics check. So really, as long as Malthus doesn't do it, you're fine. Malthus would sink. Bad.
I can try in athletics.
Yeah, I'd probably point Cub at it and say,
Yeah.
What's that down
All right.
there?"
All right.
I'm in.
Maybe it's a
Whoa!
Oh my!
I'm a
Cub
dolphin.
just hops in the water, grabs the box, comes back, shakes himself off. Doesn't even look like it was hard.
Somebody pointed at the box and I was already down there.
Green retriever. All right. So the box is locked. It'll take some time to open it. Mainly just you're not going to be able to pop it open today during today's session. I'll tell you what's inside it before next time you can divvy out who gets what.
I do love puzzles.
Yeah. Well, it's not much of a
pretty good
puzzle
at
box. It's
picking
just
locks.
it's just a lock. But you guys have cleared out the basement. What happened to the chef warlock? You don't know. Did you clear out the slimes?
Yeah.
I guess you kind of did. And
Yeah.
the tavern, at
we make
least
friends along
for
the
now,
way.
is safe.
Hooray! Ba 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 ba
So-
ba bum.
Very slightly related. You said there were slimes in little bottles that were kind of dormant over
Yes. So this
Can I pocket
is kind of
one?
like a de facto laboratory. So if you do want to spend some time in here, you could figure out how they tick, maybe how they were made, a couple other things.
here. Kind of wanted to just throw one in my backpack.
Okay, you loot a
Yeah.
slime. Many of them are
Yes.
quite small.
One
Aw.
slime bottle.
Are any of the bottles filled with dead things?
No. I mean,
All right.
you can see some skulls and bones floating around in some of the slimes, like they've been fed.
Hmm.
I want to have a thorough look through the camp and see if there's anything interesting or that might be valuable.
So I will say
Uh,
once again, you find loot that I will divvy out probably off camera because at this point I have
Okay.
nothing written up.
Yep.
Can I
Okay.
take time to? Not that I necessarily think I'll get any more information. Can I analyze that javelin that I got with the lightning bolt on
Okay,
it?
so holding it makes your already kind of anti-gravity hair that much poofier. You can feel a tingle in your fingers holding it. That there is power in this javelin.
All right.
The only other thing that I'm going to be paying attention for as we sort of search our way back up to the inn is anything of historical interest.
So the
So
stone looks
anything
interesting. I haven't really dolled it up, but the stone looks like there is some kind of ambient magic about it. But you've never seen anything like it, and you have no idea what to do with it, and it doesn't respond to being poked, prodded, cast at, or, any kind of command words.
Okay. I'll probably take some rubbings of it and the sketches. With my tools before I head upstairs then.
All right.
I also just remembered that I did discover a weird colored cloak,
Yes.
as I believe it was worded.
Yes.
All I did was shove it into my inventory. I'm gonna take Hub's approach and just kind of look at it further. And
Okay.
investigate it.
It's hard to look at.
Like it's so ugly. Like
No, it's
Why
just like you kind of
sometimes
look
I
at
don't
it
put
and you
my
feel like your
webcam on?
eyes are fuzzing out a bit.
so it's disorienting.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
Almost.
hard to look at. The pattern swims a little bit.
All right.
Interesting.
I kind of want to continue to look at it and try
Okay.
to focus past the blur.
I okay.
I can maybe help.
I turned to Malthus to say that is an ugly cloak. I can't even stand to look at it. I cannot stand to look at that thing. You're not going to wear that, are you?
I mean, if I did wear it, maybe that gives me an advantage in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Or
As
or
the-
it sends me immediately to the Shadowland.
Fashion shadow realm.
All right.
Well,
Are we waiting
do you
on
guys
something?
continue to linger, search around, or do you head upstairs?
I'm good to end upstairs.
'Cause-
I just don't.
Yeah,
know
because
if
at
there's
this
anything they
point,
want.
it's done. You guys have beaten the adventure. It's just
Yeah.
reporting back to the dwarf if you want to. Otherwise, you get the reward as normal. He thanks you very profusely. Make I guess when reporting to him, one of you guys needs to make a bluff check to in telling the tale, or you can be quite honest with him.
I could not lie to him. Somebody else.
I don't deal with people.
I can't lie to family.
Okay, so
I can lie.
Malthus is
deception.
telling the tale. How do you tell him about what happened to the warlock and the slime?
So we investigated your dungeon. It was much larger than initially anticipated.
I got a
And
dungeon.
As it appears to be almost ruin-like, and
Oh, that's not a dungeon. That's just the basement.
yeah, you didn't mention that at the start. So the
I didn't know I
rewards
had
we're
one.
needing are going to have to be much higher than initially thought. We a few members of us encountered a warlock, and we very heroically saved your dungeon basement.
You slayed the warlock?
Yes, we slayed him so good
Do you
that
got
he
do you got his head?
Wait,
Actually,
does he
what
know about
happened-
the warlock? Wait a second. I thought he just
That's
thought
what-
they were kobolds down there.
Oh, you're
Well-
right here, so you're hearing. Okay. Yeah,
Malthus
good
had
call.
said like they slayed the warlock.
Oh,
you
sorry.
guys did.
I missed that
Yeah.
part. Gotcha.
We did not get his head, but rest assured that we have resolved the issue for your tavern.
So there's just a warlock body down there.
No, there's no body, as Cub decided to club the warlock.
I walk away. I can't be
Make
a part of
a
this.
very convincing persuasion and or bluff check. Or is it deception now?
Deception would be for lying, I think.
Yeah, so you're lying. So
Yeah.
this is deception.
All right.
Okay, well, he believes you. Well,
Wow.
all right. Splattered him to bits.
Yeah, and
I-
as forementioned, we are going to. I'm going to change the deal a little bit, and anything that we found, we are going to keep as
mean,
part of there. And we
Well,
require.
I have to sign paperwork before I can even lay claim to the basement. So yeah, sure. Finders keepers.
Brilliant.
I don't want that weird dirty
And,
cloak of yours anyway.
I can't remember. I didn't get the bottle of darkened rum.
Well,
at this
he
point, right?
pays you. He pays you the rum,
Okay.
and you have free room and board. Though you all need to bathe before you sleep,
Yeah.
because Malthus especially smells like he has been bathing in Drano, and that's just not. It's just not great.
Yeah. Toasted.
And I have
Alright.
a nice gnarly scar on my thigh from being stab saved.
Yeah.
But beyond that, you guys now have I guess a base of operations in the city to use as you please
And a
without
family.
any cost. You'll still have to pay for food. That was not part of the deal, but free room.
And Cub has a new member of his Smith family.
A member of my family that was oddly more on board with it than I anticipated.
I mean, he is definitely going to try and abuse family privileges to get you to wash dishes for him.
Yeah, he was hit over the head while and bound up while I talked about it. So it is also that too, I guess. I will happily be manipulated for sake of I will happily do the dishes and more chores than are feasibly something I'm responsible for. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we have really hit our time limit in a way that I did not expect.
Yes.
I thought this was going to be much quicker. So I guess thank you all so much for agreeing to this, to joining me on this. I promise the next couple will probably be shorter. I thought this one was going to be short, and so I made it longer because I was afraid it was going to be too short. I was wrong. Anyway.
Because we literally stumbled our way through it.
Yeah, it works. This is a ton of fun, and I hope we get to do it again. I'll bug you all on Discord, and I'm also going to try and bug the people that weren't here, and we'll try and set up some kind of second session at some point, because I like this. But for now, I know at least two of you guys have other things to probably get on with, and probably the rest of you do too. So I guess one last time, Rito, what do you do? Where do you do it?
I'm Retromation. YouTube.com/Retromation. Twitch.tv/Retromation. Indie games every day, usually roguelikes. That's mostly it. New stuff every day, though, is generally the big thing. Been having a lot of fun with that. I had a lot of fun with this too. It's been I never mentioned my experience with D&D. I'm sure it seemed minimal. I played like 3.5e like 4 or 5 years ago for like a little bit. So it's fun to play again. I look forward to more. But that's
All
me.
right. Yeah.
I'm Cub
Joan.
Smith.
Jonas,
Who's Rito?
what do you do? Where do you do
Hey,
it?
Jonas here. Yeah, you can find me at jonas.tv for all the links, or just go to YouTube /Jonas, or here on Twitch, Jonas Live. I too play roguelites, doing some one-off videos of some games that checking out. Recompile is one that's coming out tomorrow, and very, very interesting game. I probably have a very similar experience in D&D to Rito at this point, where I just had a blast. I'm happy this. I got to spend some time with you guys and do this, so I'm just giddy. I'm giddy. My character's not, but I'm pretty
happy to have you here, bellboy.
Yeah.
All right.
Bellboy.
Yeah, and thank you especially, Jonas, for taking the day off. I know you probably used it for other things too, but your I guess
this
your
was
presence,
one of the primary reasons. Yeah,
I figured, but that was super cool because I was afraid that we'd have to wait quite some time before you joined the show. But no, bonus Jonas on the first day. That's a good sign.
Bonus Jonas.
All right,
Still waiting on that second channel to be renamed that for sure. But still.
All right, Marty.
I'm Multiply. I stream on Twitch. We're currently playing through Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which is incredibly beautiful.
That's such a good game.
This has been my first time playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm so looking forward to more of it. I've been kind of hooked on the idea since we teased it a year ago, and I'm glad that it's finally happening. Other than that, I guess major announcement for those of you that knew about this from the birthday stream back in July. The last package arrived for the Amazon buyout event thing that happened. Long story short, we had like a donation goal that chat then got to spend that amount of money voting on and suggesting things to buy and send to Madi from Amazon. And I don't know what any of it is yet. But assuming that everything's here, I think next weekend I'm going to be opening like 10 different packages of random stuff that my community sent me, and I am just a little bit horrified at the prospect.
Yeah,
but it's going to be a great time.
I had a part in it, and I'm excited.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Somebody reacting saying Jonas is actually a real person. Just always have to mention that when that happens.
They do exist.
Yes, Jonas is a real boy.
All right, and
YouTube.com/Jonas. He has
it's true.
Can you believe
I'm really disappointed that Jonas did not heal. Sorry, as an aside, I really wanted to make a Jonas Restores comment today, but Jonas only kills.
That's
Jonas
good.
only tolls the bell.
Oh, I love it. I should.
All right. I am Lolash, twitch.tv/Lolash. I've just started playing Wrath of the Righteous, the new Pathfinder game. I don't know how much of it I'm going to be streaming. I might end up just playing it selfishly for myself so I can fully engross myself in the world. But
It's very good.
I'm only a few hours in, but I'm having fun with it so far. My experience with D&D, in case it wasn't painfully obvious, is extensive. I've been helping the guys get some of their mechanical stuff in order, and I'll continue to do that so that we can have like all the buttons and things working.
Yep. I wouldn't have a character if Lolash didn't help, so thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll have some fun. I didn't mean to absolutely annihilate everything that I pointed at today.
Sometimes you need that.
You can't control the rolls.
We needed that. With how Jonas and I were rolling, we needed it.
Yeah,
I think between Jonas and I, didn't we roll just like 4 or 5 nat ones?
Yeah, I think cumulatively up until I think the catapult was what broke it, but up until that point, I think you guys cumulatively did 10 damage.
That's about right.
Yeah, and the catapult also dealt abysmal damage because I rolled 7 total out of 3d8. But
I just think that's what broke the curse. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
I am still surprised that this early in the campaign I managed to roll a 20/20.
Yeah.
Because that's like 1 in 400. That does not happen very often. So
the RNG on Roll20 is weird.
But yeah, so I had a ton of fun as well, and I'm looking forward to playing more. And we'll always be around. And if anyone has any questions or anything, then I'll help them out and get everything, help Wanda polish everything up with regards to the player characters and stuff, so that we're
and then
even better.
Once we're kind of up to speed, we'll start an actual campaign, maybe.
Yes.
But-
Amazing.
I love it.
For now, that has been the first session of Wholesome Verse at the Tabletop. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Quick thing before we go, though, I should probably mention that this campaign is a one-off, but is part of a greater whole. So, Bog and Grog may be done, but the next session, the Haywire Golem Hunt, has already been filmed and will be going up on YouTube in a couple of days. So, if you guys do want to watch these, pay attention to Discord. We usually film them live on Twitch, either Friday or Saturdays so far, usually around like 11 to noon PST. Which is a fairly reasonable time. We usually go for 2 to 3 hours, give or take. And while the party is a little variable, some people may come and go, we still have a pretty consistent cast at the very least. So once again, if you guys do want to watch the series live, head on over to twitch.tv/Wanderbot at around noon on Fridays or Saturdays. Once again, I'm going to try and be more consistent with this, but it is very variable based on who is actually going to be available on those days. And so some people that are available on Saturday might not be available on Friday, and vice versa. So once again, also, I guess, pay attention to Discord to get announcements for that. Beyond that, I will be putting up, if you hop onto the Wholesomeverse Discord, we actually have a channel specifically for discussing this episode with other fans. So if you want to hang out and chat a little bit more directly with me, the other party members, as well as other fans, that's a good place to do so. And then hopefully within a week or two, I will actually have full character profiles for every single character. I'm just working on the character arts, the like full portraiture, and then I'm going to make like a fancy character sheet for each and every one that I'm going to try and keep up to date, but it's going to take a while. I might switch it to like a PDF and have my players fix them up, or, you know, maybe I just update it every couple of levels, so it's relatively obvious what everyone has. We will see. But I guess beyond that, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.